Guys, the past 24 hours of my life have been comical at best and a nightmare at worst. A true nightmare, but before I walk you through the situation, I need a baking cake. Yes, it is Zach's birthday, the big 2-9 to be exact, and I have ruined everything. And actually, his birthday's not even until tomorrow, and I've already ruined everything. It has just not been a good situation these past 24 hours, but I want to break it down for you. I feel like it's like just one of those things where it's one bad thing after the other. And obviously I have to preface it to say everything I'm about to tell you about is a first world problem, right? Like it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like we can all relate to the fact that just when you get so excited about something, and especially when it involves someone else's happiness and it just all comes crumbling down, it stinks. It really does. And weirdly enough, it all started with me being assigned a news story for National Bike to Work Day, and that is where things really just took a turn one after the other. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back a few weeks to when I asked Zach, what do you want for your birthday? And the thing you have to know about Zach is I personally think he's a freak because, let me explain, he does not like surprises. I don't understand how, like, surprises to me, oh my gosh, there's just nothing better. But Zach hates surprises. For any birthday or anniversary or holiday, he wants to know exactly what he's getting. He wants to pick it out. He doesn't want to be shocked. The shock factor for him, not a thing. And it's always difficult every birthday or celebration just because it's so hard for me to give love in a way that I don't like to receive it. Like for me, I'm like, that sounds awful. No element of shock or anything. Like it just sounds awful and I hate doing it, but I just have to remind myself, and we wouldn't be in this pickle if I would have reminded myself this, that he does not like to be surprised, and I just need to get him exactly what he wants. Spoiler alert, that didn't end up happening. So I asked what he wanted, and he sent me a pair of sunglasses. They were a pair of Oakleys that he customized himself, and they were over $200, which for me, that was a little bit shocking just because I've never spent more than 15 bucks on a pair of sunglasses. So I was like, whoa, that is quite the price tag. But of course, for Zach, I was going to buy it. Like, it wasn't even a question in my mind. I would do any, like, I just wanted him to be happy, okay? So the second he sent me the link, I clicked it, I ordered it, but as I said, I like there to be an element of surprise, a shock factor, if you will. So I told him, no way, Jose, I'm not getting the sunglasses, $200, you're crazy. I was kind of playing it up throughout the week, like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting the sunglasses. And then he asked me at one point, did you get me a birthday present yet? And I just wanted it to be one big surprise, so I told him no. 4 hours later, he comes into the bedroom saying he ended up buying a cheap pair off Amazon for like $30 because he felt bad about the price tag since I made such a big deal of it, which I feel so bad about. Like, of course, I splurge on makeup and things like that. Like, everyone is allowed to have their own little splurge thing, and he wanted to wear them when he was bike riding, and it would have been great. It would have been great if it would have worked out. So in that moment, when he told me he bought the cheap pair of sunglasses, I blurted out that I picked him out a pair of sunglasses off Amazon just in case he was gonna go crazy and suddenly buy the Oakleys. Like, I just didn't want that to happen. So I told him I picked him out a pair off Amazon for cheap, and it was so funny, his reaction, because it's like, why would I take the liberty of picking him out sunglasses? Like, that's such a hard thing to pick out. And if you've been following my YouTube for a while, you know we have a history of not doing well in the whole presents thing, where I've gotten him a lot of presents he doesn't like.
He said he wanted that.
For whatever reason, it just always goes so downhill.
What do you like?
Not that.
You don't like it at all?
So he's kind of already scarred for life, and then I hit him with that, and he's a little stressed about it.
All right, you just found out the big secret that I went ahead and I took the liberty of picking out your sunnies. What are your thoughts right now?
I mean, I'm thankful that you obviously
Oh, you are
listen. No, hold on.
You are
Hold
singing
on.
a different tune.
I'm getting to it. I'm thankful that obviously you were asking me what is something I wanted, and biking, like bigger, like lens, like biking sunglasses, like a very like specific type of like look is something that I've been wanting. So I'd sent her ones that where like a custom made one is stupid expensive. So we said obviously decided not to do that, which I was totally okay with. And then Clancy told me that she took the liberty and freedom to also get me a pair. And as we've seen our gift exchange in the past, and I've opened up a little bit about my vulnerabilities to gift receiving, that I much prefer when I can just pick my gifts and there's no ambiguity. I just don't like when there's a lot of creative freedom to my gifts. I just want you to give me what I want. Where Clancy's the opposite, and she loves surprises. But see, the issue is, it's like the love languages. She just is trying to love me how she wants to be loved. And it just, sometimes it just doesn't work. And maybe this time it will work. I get anxious about this stuff because somehow I turn into the bad guy. When I tell everybody in my life that would ever give me a gift how I like to be loved, and no one loves me that way. It's also... That just goes to show how much people love me, YouTube.
And even though I already bought the pair of Oakleys, guys, I was willing to commit to this, where I picked him up a pair of $9 sunglasses on Amazon, ugliest ones ever, where I want to show you the ones he picked out, custom made. These are the ones he wanted. And these are the ones that I was going to take the liberty of picking out for him that I just thought would look so good on him. Guys, they even have flames on the side. And what's it say? It says choppers. Like, this is just not him. It's just really not. So my goal was to give him these, see his reaction, and then give him the ones he really wanted. And spoiler alert again, neither of those things ended up happening. And it all started when I was assigned a news story. Bike to work day. I currently don't own a bike, so I texted our friend Lindsay and asked if I could borrow hers. She so graciously said yes, and Zach so graciously went to go pick it up for me because he's really good friends with her fiance, Sam. As I'm at the gym, I realized, oh my goodness, Zach is in my car because he had to take my car to get it because he has a bike in his, and I have the Oakley's bag in my backseat that I was hiding because I didn't even want to bring it into the apartment, so that's awesome. I was thinking, why would Zach ever be in my car? Of course this happens. Under any other circumstances, Zach would never be in my car, ever. And the receipt is in it as well, saying I got the 200 something pair of Oakley sunglasses. I call him up and I'm just like, oh hey, where are you? He said he just pulled up to Sam's and it was too late. So I was like, man, there's a really small chance he didn't see the sunglasses. 30 minutes later, he strolls in the apartment with just a grin on his face, and I just wanted to slap that grin off because I knew right then and there he found the Oakleys, and he was really happy and excited and appreciative. And I, at this point, was bummed that my whole prank was being foiled, but that wasn't the bad part. That wasn't the bad part at all. As I'm getting into bed, he's tucking me into bed as he does every afternoon because I take my nap. He asked what color I got. And I was like, what do you mean what color? I just did whatever you wanted, like the custom. And he told me, no, you didn't. Like, I saw the receipt and it was like a different lens color than I picked out. And that is when I realized I paid over $200 to get custom Oakley's sunglasses that I didn't even customize. Exhibit A. This is just the basic, like, generic thing before you customize it. This would not cost over $200 because you haven't even customized anything. And for some weird reason, when he sent me the link, this is what popped up, and I'm so dumb. I didn't realize it wasn't customized, but in my defense, I've never customized anything in my life. Like, Zach loves customizing his gym shoes and shirts, and he does all of that. I've never done that in my life, so I didn't know that the link didn't save, and that I just spent hundreds of dollars on something he does not even want. Then a quick Google search confirmed the fact that, oh, because these are custom made, even though clearly they're not, we can't return them. So I had planned to pull a prank on Zach where I would get him a pair of sunglasses he didn't want and then do the big reveal of the sunglasses he's been dying for. And as it turns out, I just basically ended up buying 2 pairs of sunglasses he's gonna hate. And yeah, I was sad about it.
I feel like I'm gonna vomit and I'm just so sad. Now I have to go to bed, and you know when you go to bed and then you sleep and then you wake up and you forget why your life sucks and why you're so upset for like 4 seconds after you wake up, and then it all hits you? That's what's gonna happen to me after this nap, and I'm just like not looking forward to it. I told Zach this is the worst case scenario.
But is it the worst case scenario?
Yes. This is horrible.
This is what we call first world problems, YouTube. And Clancy and I will only get stronger from this, from our communication skills.
This is so bad.
It's not so bad.
Yes, it is. I can't believe I like wasted all that money. The guy at the store even made it sound like I picked out the coolest sunglasses ever.
Well,
and they weren't even custom.
Well, he did a good job then, because I would not have been able to keep a straight face
Why,
if I opened up.
Them that much?
No, but if I opened up a customized pair of sunglasses and they were the stock ones, the fact that he didn't even bluff, that guy's a professional poker player.
But the sadness does not end there. Oh no, it does not, because at least in the back of my mind, I was gonna be doing my bike to work day story, which got me into this whole mess in the first place, and all would be right in this world. Until I showed up for my live shots, and 20 minutes before, I tried to hop on Lindsay's bike, and I could not.
Well, it is not even 6 o'clock in the morning, and I've already learned a very important lesson about why you should never lie about your height. The doctors say I'm 5'4". I tell everyone I'm like 5'5", 5'5.5". I don't know why. I want to be taller, but the big problem is when you borrow a bike from a friend and they don't realize just how short you are. This is not going to work. Like, I truly cannot hop on this thing.
That seat was the size of a mountain, I tell you, a mountain. And so it was just really not a good situation because my producer, my boss, my executive producer, asked me like the day before, like, hey, can you find a bike to ride for the live shot? So like, this was like a true request, something I needed to do, and I did not have a bike. And also some of the anchors were asking like, oh, just lower the seat.
Clancy Burke, Local 12 News.
Just put the seat down. It's okay.
Oh, there was no lowering that seat.
Clancy, we're all concerned. Did you get your seat fixed?
No, Bob, I did not get my seat fixed. Anyone who tuned into the last half hour, you know I am in the midst of the dilemma of a lifetime. I've got a bike. I borrowed it from a very kind friend. Shout out to Lindsay. But look at that seat. I mean, how tall is she? I thought we were the same height. We are not. I cannot hop on. Last half hour, Sheila called me out and asked why I don't just lower the seat. Well, Sheila, I did my research, and it appears I need a hex wrench. If you take a look in my Local 12 backpack, I did not bring the hex wrench to work today.
Eventually, I did persevere, if I do say so myself, and in between live shots, I ended up driving to what's called like a red bike station here in Cincinnati, where for $10 you can rent a bike for like 2 hours. And I did it, guys. I rode a bike on Bike to Work Day.
Local 12's Clancy Burke is live to explain how you can get in on the fun. Step 1, Clancy, make sure you have a hex wrench.
Yes, Bob, that was the dilemma of the morning, where I took the liberty of borrowing a bike from a very kind friend. Shout out to Lindsay. I was all set, ready to go. Didn't fit me. It's just way too big. I'm short. And so that was the problem of the morning. I was not smart enough to measure the bike seat, but you can't say I'm not resourceful. And I want you to meet my new best friend. Yes, the Cincinnati Red Bikes. I can't believe I forgot all about these, but this is how I'm getting around this morning. Guys, I was determined to get on a bike, and you can travel just about anywhere, including all around an empty parking lot. Yes, this is what dreams are made of. This is what dreams are made of on Bike to Work Day. You know, I'm wondering, do you get brownie points if you bike at work, as I'm doing right now, as I'm speeding toward the camera? Do not worry, I'm not going to crash, I promise.
But overall, I just was really disappointed. And Zach was so sweet, because I was seriously like sad that I just wasted hundreds of dollars and that he wasn't gonna like his present, just because I feel like I hyped it up so much. I was trying to do the whole surprise thing and it didn't work. And when I woke up from my nap, he wasn't here. He was out hiking with his friend. He left me a really sweet note with 2 columns, one things that matter and the other things that don't. And of course, the sunglasses and presents were on the things that don't matter list. So he's been amazing throughout this, really not making me feel bad, but I just feel awful. I just feel like even when I try, I just fail, which sucks. But of course, it's just things, it's just material items. It just didn't go how I thought it was gonna go. But his birthday isn't even today. Hopefully tomorrow when I give it to him, he'll appreciate the effort. I don't know. Ugh. All right, time to do a little cake check. Boom, it appears as though Zach enjoyed his cake. It is a spice cake. That is always his big request. He ate about, maybe like a third of it, a fourth, I don't know, I'm not good with math, but if you ask me, it looks like he liked it. This though, this is what comes next, and this is the not so fun part, because this is where I messed up. I come bearing presents, and by presents, I mean a present, and by a present, I mean we already know you're not gonna like it. Just open it up.
Well, first off, I am going to like it. I'm very appreciative of this gift. It was exactly what I asked for. We had a slight miscommunication on efficiency, let's use that as the word, on how to go about getting it, and there was a little lapse, but this is exactly what I wanted, so I can wear them when I run a bike. If we wouldn't have like attempted to do custom, this was basically the exact pair I would have bought anyways, because I just would have bought the black ones because I like the black ones. So this is perfect, and I appreciate it.
Why do you think we always mess up our presents?
We? First off,
Oh my gosh,
we
okay,
got?
yeah, so these are hilarious. What would you have done if you would have opened... this is so annoying that I didn't get to do this. What would you have done if you opened this up? And I said, yeah, Zach, I picked these out just for you.
So we've got the choppers. I'm assuming this is for your Harley Davidson fans. If you're out there and you watch Clancy's YouTube, I can't imagine that's a big draw you have, so we can kind of poke fun a little bit maybe. We'd be out, jump on the back of the Harley, baby.
I'm scared of you.
We're wild hogs. We're hanging out. So we've got those.
By the way, not only did you look at the Oakley's bag, you actually went in there to look at the receipt. You're such a little...
If you saw how it was laying there, it was just
You
the
didn't have
receipt.
to put your hand in it and look at the receipt.
Yeah. Well, it's good I did, because then I would be sitting here thinking like,
Oh my gosh, and I would have
one-
thought I got the
yeah.
right one. That would have been
You
hilarious.
I would have been like, the ones I built online.
Yeah, it's good that we were prepared.
But it's so funny just because it's like custom, Oakley custom.
Okay, that's so embarrassing that the guy opened up he opened it up to see what it was, like the guy that I picked it up from the store. It says custom. These pop out, just the stock version, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is nice. Like, look at the gold."
Yeah, like
It's
that salesman.
He knows what he's doing.
Earned his money. Here they are. I'm sure I look like a
Oh
baseball
man.
player. I go to the Reds game and I can bring my glove.
We didn't even tell you guys, we are going to the Reds game today. And as of right now,
Hence the jersey. I don't just wear Reds jerseys.
what? It looks cute. And I'm wearing this polka dot red shirt that I normally, anyway. As of right now at Great American Ballpark, which is where the Reds play, they're only letting you sit in groups of 6. That's all about to change though. And we don't even need to wear masks inside. It's crazy. Like, things are really picking up back to normal right now in Cincinnati and Ohio. But yes, we're going with 2 of his friends and then 2 of their girlfriends, group of 6. And it's gonna be a nice little evening.
It'll be nice. So we're gonna go to the game. Then we've got a reservation downtown, and they call it Dora. For anyone that doesn't live in Cincinnati or know what that is, it's a big designated open container. Like, they closed down some streets by the bars downtown by the Red Stadium. So pop around there and hang out for the night. But no, it's been a great birthday so far, and it'll only get better tonight.
Really? We'll see about that.
Until Clancy throws some hissy fit or something.
There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's a little GoPro. Yeah, so
you always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give.
Hello. Clearly, I am back home at the ripe old hour of 10:26. Just for some proof, if you don't believe me, it is pretty early for college standards. And guys, can I just tell you, in my ideal world, if I could go home at any time, it would just be as early as possible. Like, there is just no point in staying out until 2 or 3 in the morning. And it's so funny because when I look back in college to when I would stay out until the bars would close at 4. In New York, the bars close a lot later than here in Ohio. I think here in Ohio, they stay open until like 2 a.m. And in New York, the curfew is 4 a.m. So it is just so nice though to go out early and go home early. Like, there's just no point in, like, for example, in college, our pregame would be at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock. That's when we would start, and we would not go to the bar until like 11 something. Like, that's insane. So yeah, we went out today at like 3 p.m. I feel like I'm rambling because, to be honest, I don't vlog a lot when I am under the influence of alcohol, as I very clearly am right now. But you know, we're just keeping it real. I was thinking about it. I was like, I could just close out the vlog tomorrow and be like, peace out. But let's just be real, you know? This is just keeping it real at 10, where is it? 10, come on. Oh, come on, Apple Watch. There we go. 10:28 p.m. If you guys stuck around till the end of the vlog, this is the type of content you're getting at this hour. I have a question of the hour. What is your drink of choice when you go out? Because I always think this is like the most interesting thing to know about someone. Like, what do you prefer to drink? Mine, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, is a vodka water. Personally, for me, I don't know how you drink anything but vodka. Like, everyone was doing shots tonight, and they were doing tequila and whiskey. That's just not me. I'm sorry, it's just not. But yeah, I can kind of already feel a headache forming. I'm scared for what tomorrow will hold, but hopefully we'll be okay. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Let's be real. Yeah, 10:29. This is the grandma life. I gotta go to bed. So thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. And I shall talk to you guys later. My Apple Watch is reminding me that even a minute of breathing helps creativity. Thank you so much, Apple Watch. I will breathe. All right. Bye.